my E was on layaway for a long time. My E didn't get off layaway till I was way out of college, right? So I'm not knocking your pockets. What I'm knocking is the mindset of some of your friends who won't invest $228 into themselves, start a home-based business, and get paid every single day for showing people how to work from home, for showing people how to get tax deductions, for showing people how $119 a month, that's your expense. Invest $228 one time, $119 a month, and that's a tax deduction. Now, Monty, you're really good at this, man. We put me and you side by side. I don't have a home-based business. Let's say you do. Mm-hmm. Why are you winning and saving like $600 a month off the top? Your social makes you a sole proprietor. In this country, your social security number says you get certain benefits. Monty, break that down, what you get to do that I don't get to do, and why you're able to do it just because you invested $228.
Yes, sir. Right. So, quite simply, there's just some phenomenal things that I can do as a business owner with a home-based business. I have a cable bill that I'm paying every month. I got a cell phone bill that I'm paying every month. I got maintenance on my vehicle that I'm paying every time I have to maintain it. Gas in that vehicle for every time I get in it and drive around. When I go out to eat, I'm spending that money on meals while I'm out anyway. And there are a list of 100 other things.
That's right.
But because I have a home-based business, all of those things that I'm spending money on anyway,
yep,
I get to recoup that money as a business expense, and it lowers the amount of taxes that I have to pay to the IRS. Now, to compound that, because I have a home-based business, and let's say you don't, you're just working a job, but I have a job, I still have a home-based business. That also allows me to reduce the amount of taxes that I'm paying out every payday.
Yep.
And that money gets to come back into me, and I get to use that money. In business, we call that, you work, and then you spend, and then you pay taxes on what's left.
Right.
In this scenario, you have to work, and then you pay taxes, and then you get to spend what's left in your pocket. And for most Americans, they find themselves short every month. They got more debt left at the end of their month than they do money. And so that's the big difference. I get to write stuff off that I'm spending money on all day, every day anyway, because I have this business. And the person who doesn't just gets to spend the money, and they don't get to recoup it at all.
And experts say that's about $600 a month. So guys, put this in your notes. Stop throwing 20s out the window. $20 a day times 30 days a month is $600 a month. If you don't have a business, I want you to take $20. I want you to ball it up, and I want you to just chuck it out the window once a day. Because that's what you're doing. You're giving the government about $600 too much every month. So guys, if I make $50,000 and I don't have a home-based business, and then take $18,000 in taxes, I take home $32,000. Now I'm trying to live off $32,000. You see, if I have a home-based business, they say, no, you made $50,000 on your job. Your bills were $18,000. So we're going to tax you on $32,000. They let you get the write-offs first.
Hey, while you are watching this live with me, make sure
amount.
you're taking your notes.
If you have
right?
a job, they
Stop
tax you first.
throwing money. Stop throwing 20s out the business.
Right now, because Monty, that's $228.
Stop throwing 20s out the window.
Just that.
This is about knowing what money you're losing so you can get more. So let me flip the screen back.
And a real company with real services. This is not a flower. This is not Cash App. This ain't Telegram. You ain't sending money to a bunch of strangers. People not calling you back, and you ain't got to bring in no two people and get put in the headlock, and we not having no fallouts. It's a real business with real people getting real results. How? You get this portal called a Financial Edge membership. I want you to write down the following words: money, credit, equity, wealth. Money, credit, equity, wealth. These are what we call our 4 maxes. I'm gonna show you guys some examples here, right? These are like our 4 pillars, if you will. So all you do is you ask the expert from each pillar. Money Max, these are our enrolled agents from the IRS that help you lower your taxes now that you have a business, legally, ethically, and morally. Monty, how illegal can a home-based business be when enrolled agents are our partners? Right?
Absolutely.
How illegal can a home-based business be when we issue a 1099 and tell the government how much you made last year? See, Make It More Real is going to send the government, hey, Brian B made, about $500,000 so far. Woo. The government's going to know. So what I got to do is say, hey, enroll agents, how can I make that bill less? We got people on your side that are going to show you how to do that. Credit Max. Your credit oftentimes has illegal things put on there by creditors. Your interest rates are higher because of those illegal things. Credit Max experts help you remove the erroneous things off your credit so your scores go back up. Equity Max is the debt elimination software. Now that your debt is coming down and your credit scores are going up, you can get what's called your millionaire date. You see? Now, Wealth Max is what you do with the money now that you got your stuff together. Wealth Max is a private consultation where you speak with you set an appointment on a Zoom with one of our licensed and professional financial analysts, and you discuss land banking. You discuss private banking. These are things that literally allow you to take the pillars 1, 2, and 3 and invest them in number 4. Now, let me show you something pretty cool. Let me show you the money and get out of here. All of these have a chat center called Ask the Expert, right? So when you ask the expert questions, they hit you back via email or chat. Now, for $4 a day, you got experts in taxes, credit, debt elimination, and wealth creation all at your fingertips, or at least via email within 24 to 72 hours for a response. And then I tell people, give it 14 to 30 business days for them to start implementing your strategies. But then we want 14 to 30 business days from the time you sign up. You'll start seeing your cash flow get better within 14 to 30 business days. And the reason I say that, and it's amazing, people sign up for a membership, right? Had a 300 credit score their whole life, and they want your experts to fix it just right.
Yes, sir. Everybody wants to get things done instantly, but don't take the time to think about the fact that, you know what, it took me a little while to get in this position. I didn't get in it overnight. We shouldn't expect to get out of it overnight. Give it a little bit of time. Give the experts the time to go to work for you. You know, we all are living in this pandemic right now, and it's impacted everything. You know, and it's not that it won't get done, but they got to work through some of the obstacles that this pandemic has presented even to them. So give it time, and you'll see it, start to materialize.
And when it works, man, y'all put that in the comments. We are in a pandemic, okay? I mean, that's just a fact. Get a business 30 days before you start questioning and judging it. People always want to find a reason. Oh, man, I thought it was going to be done by Friday. Well, when did you talk to the expert? Yesterday. Well, what's today? Thursday. Oh, okay. I mean, it takes your car no longer to get to you than you giving an expert to get it off. Your repossession. Baby, I got somebody here I want to bring on. This is what we call our triple threat. What's up, Derek Gray?
Hey, what's up? It's Brian Bean.
Hey, we're going to close it out with a bang, Derek. The reason I call you the triple threat, because you took advantage of, all the maxes. Am I right? Just about.
That's right. All 3, at least the first 3 so far.
Okay, talk to everybody real quick about what the Money Max experts did for you, and then stop. I'm going to elaborate on one thing, and we're going to parlay into the final 2.
Okay, yes. With the Money Max folks, all I did was, like I say, just uploaded my last 2 pay stubs, and and my tax credit and my tax reports. And once they did all that, it took them maybe a few weeks to process everything. But once I got it back, I started seeing an increase in my paycheck. Because at first, my paycheck, I was taking home $2,500 every 2 weeks. And then after I got my W-4 corrected, then it went from $2,500 to almost $3,000 every 2 weeks. And so with that, I love the increase in my pay. So which means once I started paying off some of my debt, I rolled into the next max.
Okay, so what we do, I want y'all to put this in the notes. Let Uncle Sam pay for it. You see, what he did first, when you got your home-based business, the first thing we do is get the experts to look at our pay stubs so you can get the federal taxes down. And the reason we say let Uncle Sam pay for it is because the business will fund itself. Put this in the comments. We don't believe in free. We don't believe in free. We're not looking for free-minded people. We're not looking for cheap-minded people. Well, what's up with the 119? No, we'll show you how the 119 will what? Fund itself. We don't believe in free. We're business people. But we will show you how to get that expense covered where you make more in the business than you do the expense. Right? Let me make sure they put that in there. We don't believe in free. I don't like free-minded people, but we do believe in profit. Add that on the cherry, right? Add that on top. So now, Mr. Ray, you got your taxes down. The business is now paying for itself. How do we now parlay that into the debt, and what that do with your credit score?
Now, when I apply with the debt, what I do with my credit score is, like, say, I went over to the Credit Max. Now, with the Credit Max, like, say, I loaded up all my three credit bureaus of my credit reports and everything, and then let the experts just do the rest. And like say, it was like fire and forget about it. And so once they did their part, in return, I went from start up in the 770s, 780s, and then about a few weeks later, after that, it crept up to 800. And then I just happened to check again 30 days after that, which is roughly around just a 3-month span. I'm up now to 830.
So you went from the 7s to the 8. You're almost at 850.
I'm at 830, almost 850.
Nice. Now, we then take the credit score increase and we start attacking our debt. That's why I love that you're here, because you're a triple threat. I can show them the comp plan and we are done. Watch this. What is your millionaire? You don't have to give me the date, but like, how did your millionaire date and your freedom goal, how did they take your numbers and give you those two things?
Once I loaded up all my debt, in the process of their software of Equity Max, it basically did it itself. I just loaded up all my debt, and basically what it calculated was the actual question on millionaire date is 2038, and my debt-free debt is 2029.
Nice. So you'll be a millionaire 3 years after you get the debt away.
That's it.
So what that tells you guys is debt is what keeps you from becoming a millionaire. See, a lot of people miss that. If his millionaire date is 2032, 12 years from now, but he's debt-free in 2029, do y'all know the banks are the ones that rob you of your millions? Do you guys know, if you want to be wealthy, anybody on this webinar can be wealthy. But to do it, you got to get your money back from the people that's keeping you from getting wealthy. And we call that income shifting. Shifting the money back to you. So guys, here's what happens. Derek, stick around with me, okay? Stay with me.
All right.
But here's what happens. When you go to land banking, right, which is where now you're taking the money from our the banks that you got back, and you're taking the debt and the interest back. I'm sorry, the taxes back from the government, and the interest back from the banks. Now our firm bought land wholesale in well, they call it Green Energy Valley, but it's Antelope Valley, California. So Brian, what do we do with the money? Well, now land banking, for example, is a consultation you can set where you now can purchase land wholesale with our membership in what's being called Silicon Valley Part 2. See, you guys ever seen, like, Monty, you've seen this, you see the guys out there, they're called civil engineers, and they got these little telescopes, and you got a guy walking down the street, and he's walking with a little roll, the little wheel, am I right? Right. Now, next thing you know, we see Walmart pop up in 6 months, am I right? You thought those guys were just bird hunting? No, they're not looking through binoculars looking for birds, guys. They're trying to see if they can survey this land. You got the same opportunity in Antelope Valley, California. The Olympics will be there in 2028. Warren Buffett is putting $2.5 billion in his new green energy transit system in the same area. NASA is bringing 6,000 new jobs along with the armed forces. And Monty, you got a little inside scoop on this because of what you do for a living. You actually have a project out in this area, 60 miles outside of LA. Tell them about the highway they built.
Yes, sir. So, LA had built highways since 20 years at least, and but now because of the Olympics coming and the growth that they're anticipating, they're building a highway out into this area that Brian was talking about, Antelope, California. But to tie in with the transit system that Warren Buffett is investing in, they're also making connections to tie that into the existing transit LA Metro system out there so that people will be able to go from LA Airport all the way out to this new Antelope, California, or green technology area. And so, I had an opportunity to someone called me to take part in helping to expand and build that transit system out there. But guess what? I get to do that from home.
That's right. That's right. So y'all don't know, Monty's the guy that keeps us all safe. Y'all don't know Monty's a bad man. His job is to make sure when we get on some of these trains and automobiles and planes that we all safe. So he has some inside scoop on what's going on out there. So look, man, we talked enough about the product. Let's get out here. Here's the reality, right? When you look at what we're doing, in a nutshell, we're bringing the following things down. Taxes got to go what? Down. Debt has to go what? Down. Interest has to go what? Down. Stress got to go what? Down. Right? We got enough going on right now. Now, Derek, I'm going to let you do this. What did you bring up automatically?
Credit scores.
Credit scores going up. Cash flow going up. Mind you getting paid every day. Your income going what? Up. Investments going what? Up. Derek, for you it's a family affair, man. I saw another post. Your son is getting paid every day. You getting paid every day. Like, collectively, what are you guys making per day? The family and everybody.
I'm up to $30 a day. My son, he's basically fluctuating from $5 a day to $20 a day.
So let's just say on a good day he's at 20, you at 30. That's $50 a day. The household now brings $1,500 a day in.
Absolutely.
And your daughter's in the business.
Yes, she is.
So she rocking and rolling too, man. This is awesome. So watch this, guys. You might be saying, okay, how do we get paid? I'll make this a little smaller this time. So we get paid on this card. We get paid 10 different ways, just so you know. For the sake of time, I'm going to close out and go over about 4 of them, right? So what we do is simple. Our first goal is to self-fund your business. Put this in your notes. There's no such thing. We don't believe in free, but we believe in profit. I don't like free-minded people. It's not about what I don't like. I don't think people understand to get wealthy, you might want to use $4 a day in your budget. Okay? That's just the way it works. So the first way we get the business to fund itself is the W-4 adjustment. Now the government, you heard Derek, right? The government will put the money back in your paycheck. So now the business pays for itself. Another way that you can get the business to fund itself is 3 customers. Let's say you have 3 people that's like, man, I like those experts. I don't want to make any money, but I do want Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, Wealth Max, 3 people. Then of your 119, 79 of it is covered. So now you have a $40 per month business. So we like to show you that 3 customers will cover your business for you. Then the third way is if you introduce 3 people to the business, your 119 is covered. So you can get 3 customers to cover a portion of it. You can get 3 business partners to cover a portion of it. But now you're profitable, and it's almost like you don't even feel the whopping 119. The whopping $4 a day is covered by your business. We give you a bonus on top of that. Here's how this works. If 3 people say, I'm in, I like this. I need to make some money. The pandemic is real. I'm not trying to get out here in people's faces until they figure this thing out. $900 is cut one time, and you also earn $50 per qualified financial director. So this is one of my actual paychecks here. This is a $1,300 day. But see where it says congratulations? 900 of it was from 3 people who helped 3 people, and they helped 3 people. Right? So if you're taking those guys, I want you to write this down. M is in Mary, B is in bonus. MB equals 150, 450, 900. MB, M is in Michael, B is in bonus. It's called momentum bonus. M is in momentum, B is in bonus. MB equals 150, 450, 900. Now, you also earn $50 for individuals that you introduce to the business. So, for example, I introduced Robert, I introduced Samuel, I introduced Christina. So you earn $50 when a person says, I like this, I need some extra money, right? But what you didn't know was that people that you may not even know, you earn bonuses as well. Anywhere from $10 to $75 for total strangers. Derek, this is how I fired my boss 23 years ago when I was 22 years old. I learned the principle of leverage. Literally. So now you earn $65, $35. This is one of my pay stubs, right? 65, 65, 25, 35, 65, 10, whatever. You earn anywhere from $10 to $75 on a sliding scale as strangers enter your organization. Put this in your notes. You cannot control another person's excitement. There's the quote. There's our favorite quote. You cannot control another person's excitement. You can't stop it. So watch this. I joined the business on October 28th. My first check was $28. My next check was $38. Then people got excited because y'all think you got to be wealthy for people to get excited. People just want what's called a reality check. Put that in the comments. I need my reality check. That's all I needed, Monty. Once I got $28, I said, oh, they paying. And then I got another one the next day. I said, oh, it's paying. And then it went from 2 figures to 3 figures. And every day since I've been in this business, 400, 300, 900, 600. You see? 900, 300, 600, 600, 1,300, 23, 250, 1,100, 1,300. Every single day. I turned a $228 investment into $10,000 plus dollars. Actually, about I think between 11 and 13,000. My first month in the business, because you can't stop another person's excitement. Guys, that's called leverage. Now, Monty, why don't you think most people understand leverage? They think everything that look like this got to be illegal, right?
Yeah, because they've been taught that they have to work for money, and they have to, any dollar that they earn or that they make, they have to get out and they have to go work for every dollar. They don't recognize that in the jobs that they take, most people, somebody's leveraging their time, somebody's leveraging their knowledge, their expertise, and it's making that business owner, that building that they walk into every day, whoever owns that, they're earning money based upon this leveraging that person's time. Well, here we just flip it. We teach you how to leverage systems. We teach you how to leverage strategies that have been put in place for you to leverage to create some win-win scenarios.
That's it. So guys, you either leverage or you get leveraged. Okay, I'm just telling you, it ain't hard to figure out. You either learn how to use leverage or somebody's leveraging you. And ain't nothing wrong with it. We all leverage. I'm leveraging you guys. You guys right now are being leveraged on Facebook. Facebook is leveraging me because I'm introducing them to a whole bunch of followers. Y'all leveraging me because I'm giving you knowledge that helped me become a millionaire in my 20s. Then I lost my first $1 million because the government leveraged me and took it all. Right? So I mean, then I leverage making wealth real and teaching people never to let that happen to you again. So we all leverage each other. Man, I'm gonna leverage this car bonus. How about that? Right? $500 a month. Mr. Darius Vickers, Miss Travis Whitmore, Anthony Moore. You can get to a point, guys. Let me give you a secret. 50 people in your team. This is what we found historically. About 50 people brings you $500 a month in the car bonus. 50 people. That's strong. We have a ton of people who are taking advantage of this car bonus, right? You got Miss Deloach, Mr. Hill, Miss Anderson. $500.
It's me on that flyer.
They say if most people
It's
have
me.
an extra $500, they will
Right.
file bankruptcy.
Absolutely, that's true.
And here's the good news: you don't have to use it on a car at all. Rodney Caldwell, Herschel Gibbs.
Don't have to use it on a car.
500. Now, as your points grow, so does the car bonus. Now, this is my good friend here, Junior, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Junior talks to about 9 million people every morning with Steve Harvey. Junior told me if he gets the 1250 car bonus, it's over. He gonna come on here and just take the webinar over, right? He's at $500 a month right now. He's approaching $100 a day. Why? He lost a lot of money in stand-up because what? We can't get together. We can't meet, right? Seminar leaders like myself can't get on stage. Companies can't hire us. None of them. We can't get in front of the room. We can't do events. We can't. I mean, the pandemic affected us, so we have to pivot and make the money online. All you guys can use Making Wealth Real and use our platform, leverage us, and make money online now. So I don't need my government contracts. I don't need. I've done events for Aflac. I've done events for a company called Communicorp. It's a subdivision of a large insurance company. I've done Social Security adjudication review boards. I train employees. They're not bringing nobody in right now. So what are you going to do to supplement some of your income? You understand? Now this thing gets up to $1,250 and then $3,000. Quanta Sims taking advantage of the $1,250 a month. Right? Charles Ivory, $3,000 a month. Now he went ahead and cashed it in and got the car. Christy Howard, $3,000 a month. Christy's still on the fence, Monty. She said, I don't know. Every time she go by the dealership, she pull in and pull out. You know what I mean? She don't know what she wants to do. But look, Derek, what I like about it, until she figure it out, they still gonna give her the $3,000. Okay?
There you go.
That's crazy. So guys, it gets serious. And then our presidential bonus goes up to $100,000 a month. From $500 to $100,000 a month. So our good friend Charles Ivory, man, he's like a triple threat. He's got the $1 million ring. He's got $2,500 a month coming in. He's got $300 a day coming in. He's got the car bonus of $3,000 a month coming in. That's what we call like a triple threat. Christy Howard is also one of our $1 million ring earners. Miss Shana Rollins is also one of our $1 million ring earners. I mean, it's just getting out of control. So now, what you guys want to do is just make a decision. Right? We're gonna let you go. Our 45 minutes of fame is up. We do this every Wednesday, just so you know. No password necessary. We're always on StreamYard on Wednesdays. Our Facebook fan page, howtoincreaseyourcashflow.com. Mr. Ray, there's some number 3s watching us. And a number 3 is the kind of person who just doesn't see a good marriage. And you know what we do with a bad marriage? No, I'm just joking. What do we do with number 3, Mr. Ray? Let's talk to him.
And number 3 basically says, hey, I don't need the extra cash. I don't need to fix my credit. I don't need all the extra stuff. I'm good. And so number 3, you just say, I'm out. But hopefully we'll say to number 3s, if you thought the information was okay, please pass it and share it to someone that you can help probably put yourself in a better position to engage into a problem.
That's right. All right? That's number 3. So number 3 is say thank you, but no thank you. I got plenty of land in California. My credit score is a 983. I don't have any debt. Been free a long time. All right, number 3s. Monty, number 2, you talk to him.
The number 2, Brian, basically is the individual that says, hey, I heard what you said and I kind of liked it, about that Money Max and Credit Max. I certainly would like to take advantage of that. But I'm not into trying to make the money. My money is okay. I'm making enough, but I really would like to use those different maxes. And for that person, that it's a different enrollment. There's a $79 cost to give you access to those experts in those various maxes. And then there's $79 per month. And so that's the number 2.
That's number 2. So guys, number 2 is not 228 that I've been talking about. It's not 119. And number 2 is members only. Just the membership and the experts. And number 1 says, Brian, I'm in. I need to have one of these Zooms for myself privately, and that's what we'll do for you. You know, give it the person who invited you. We have a Zoom for you. And you say, I'm in. $228 is my business and my membership. $119 a month is how I maintain my business and my membership. I'm not coming in with a free mentality. Just show me how to make the profits so my business will pay for itself. We'll show you how to make the profits and turn $119 into several thousand. Or your membership is helping you expand your cash flow, and that's what we're here to do. We're really looking for number ones right now. Everybody can't handle ground floor, right? Everybody can't handle growth, but everybody can handle the results that come with it. So if you're number one, the person whose watch party you're watching, or the person who invited you, text them back and say, hey, I'm a number one. I'm all the way in. I'm ready to get my password so the experts can start helping me. I got 30 days for them to help me get my stuff in order, and I got a lifetime to build this wealth, because guess what? You guys, in fact, deserve it. I'm Brian Bean. That's Monty Montgomery. That's Derek Gray. I appreciate you guys. Get with the person that invited you. There's some Zooms going on this week. There's a private Zoom happening basically every single day, and we'll see you guys here next Wednesday and all the Zooms in between. Thanks for your time. Peace.
See you guys.
See you guys.